So after years and years of shooting weddings and newborns with a DSLR, I finally shot 2 weddings with a Canon EOS R6 Mark II that I bought secondhand from MPB. Did the Canon R6 Mark II make my job at the wedding any easier? I'm Louie, professional photographer in West London, Ruislip, and I'm here to give you my honest review. I shot most of the wedding like this. I have got a battery in it. I use my camera mainly on manual, never in fully automatic. And I found the controls were very intuitive. So everything is all within thumb's reach, which is really good. So you can change your ISO on that wheel, change your F number on that wheel, change your shutter speed with the wheel on top, which is just amazing. What confused me at first was I didn't know where the number was, so I knew how many shots I had left on my card. And then after a while, I realised there's a tiny little box right at the top. Let me try and show you. But right at the top there, there's a little box there to tell you how many shots you got left. The thing that I found that was really good with the R6 compared to the DSLR was confetti. Now I like to walk backwards, machine gun as I'm going, pow, 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 pow. And I found on a DSLR about 30% of my pictures would be completely out of focus. I'll be focused on the background or too blurry. But I found on the last 2 weddings I've shot, each picture is completely in focus, which is amazing. So yeah, you can just walk backwards, pow, 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 and they're all in focus. And I found that really, really helpful because when you're doing confetti, the couple always seem to pull a face. They don't want the confetti going in their face, so they'll be like... And there's only a few that you can use where they look like they're happy and they're lovely, because you want to give them gorgeous pictures after their wedding. And my favourite pictures are the confetti shot. And if most of them are out of focus, and then the ones that are in focus are them going, that's no good. So yeah, I've been really happy about the confetti photos with this camera. Another thing I like about the autofocus is it will actually focus on the eye, which is what you want. You always want to focus on the eye. So if you've got the square in the middle, right in the middle of the face, it will search about and go boop, and it's on the eye. It's amazing. And then when you see that it's focused on the eye and you see that image and you go in and just to check that it's all in focus, it's tack sharp. It's really nice. I love it. And that is something that they've really improved on over the DSLR. And I think it's just beautiful. Chef's kiss. Really important, dual card slot. I love a dual card slot. My Mark IVs have a dual card slot, CF card and SD card. This is dual SD card. So I set it to write to both at large RAW. I don't do a backup of a JPEG, I do a backup of a RAW. So if one of the cards fails, I've got the RAWs on another card. Ergonomically, I find this camera a little bit easier to handle. I think it might be slightly lighter, but also I find it much easier to hold. I don't know, it's grippier. The material is grippier. Does that make sense? And I find it much easier to pick up like that. It's lovely. So low light, I thought this performed really, really well. I've actually got used to shooting about 6,400, which I wouldn't have dared do on my Mark IV. Because it used to look grainy and dirty. The noise was dirty. That's all I can say. It was dirty. And on this, the noise is quite clean, if you know what I mean. This first dance shot was at the beginning of May. I shot it at 4000 ISO, f3.2, 1/125. If the dancing really ramped up and everyone's going for it, I'd probably push it up to about 250. Sometimes it's nice to get a little bit of movement. Sometimes you want to freeze it, depends what you want. But I found that the noise in this image was very, very fine, even at 4000 ISO. So I hadn't really pushed it up that much. And I wouldn't really do any noise reduction in this because I think it looks perfect the way it is. Yeah, so low light, perfect. Battery life. So this little puppy, I'd fully charged that before the wedding and it lasted me until they sat down for their meal. So I'd say that lasted me about 4 hours, and that was the busy time of the day because we did bridal prep, ceremony, group shots, confetti, and then their entrance to the room. I think the battery life is actually better than my Mark IV. So battery life, 10 out of 10. Another thing that I do love about this camera, I know I love this viewfinder, but I also like the optical viewfinder as well because it's digital. So when you're in there looking through, let me take this off. When you're in there looking through the viewfinder and you change your settings, change your F number, you can see what's happening. Much the same with this as well. If you change your settings, your F number, you can see the image going brighter or darker on that screen as well as in here, which is amazing. So if you like to have a wrinkly eye and you like to look through your viewfinder, which I don't, because I'm vain, yeah, do that. And it's absolutely brilliant. I love it. File size wise, even the biggest raw image is smaller than my DSLR, and that's not a bad thing. Image quality is not compromised. I shoot bulk at weddings, I shoot a kids acting agency headshot day, and my client doesn't want massive images. In fact, they ask for me to make the images smaller file sizes because they don't want massive file sizes for their lookbooks. So for me, that's a winner. That means I can shoot more and I have to change my cards less. So I had hoped to use both the new camera bodies at the wedding myself. So I would have the 24-70 on one and my 85 on the other one. But I had to have a second shooter, which was my husband. So I gave him one of the R6s to use. And he was a bit scared. You know, he's not really a photographer. Everything he knows, I've taught him. But he doesn't have the passion that I do. So just when I need someone to be like my second set of eyes or do a different point of view, I ask him to come along and help me. And he's very happy to do that because that means he gets to spend the day with me. Anyway, I just said to him, look, this is the new camera. And he was like, oh God, really? Yes, yes. And I just said, right, this wheel's your F number, this wheel's your ISO, this wheel's your shutter speed. And he was like, oh, right, okay. And I said, just watch what you're doing on the screen. Make sure you're focusing points in the middle and you can't really go wrong. And at the end of the day, he was like, wow. Now, this is like gold dust review for Canon, I think. He was like, wow, that was so easy. So much less complicated than the DSLR. Yeah. So I think just from that, you know, if you're thinking about getting an R6, get one, because my husband, who's not really a photographer, found it easier to use than the Mark IV. So after shooting 2 full weddings and giving one to my husband to use, I would say the R6 has actually made our lives easier. I'm looking forward to next weekend when my daughter's going to use one. I still wish I could use 2 though, 2 for me. So I can use my 85 on one and my 24-70 on the other one. Ugh. Yes, I would definitely highly recommend, if you're thinking of getting an R6 Mark II, get it. It make your life easier. The images are amazing. Tack sharp when you're not focused on the fence behind the person. How many times have you done that? My only advice for that is just refocus, reshoot, refocus, reshoot, refocus, reshoot. Take about 6 shots of everything and then one of them will be in focus. Top tip of the day. That's me done for this week. I will try and do one of these every week. If any of these help anyone, let me know. Like, subscribe, of course. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments, or if you want me to record a video about anything, let me know and I'll do my best. Bye.